So picture this. You've got a problem, right? Maybe a metal gate is busted, a trailer frame has a nasty crack, or you need a critical fix on a construction site like yesterday. You know you need a welder and fast, but that one big question always pops into your head. Okay, how much is this actually going to cost me? Yeah, that feeling of not knowing the price can be pretty stressful. You absolutely need the job done, but the last thing you want is some crazy, unexpected bill when it's all over. And that's exactly why we're here. We're going to break it all down, piece by piece, with total transparency. Our goal is simple, to get rid of that uncertainty so you know exactly what to expect and can feel confident about your decision. All right, let's dive into the basics first. When you get a mobile welding bill, it's pretty much always built on two key parts, that first call-out fee and then the hourly rate that kicks in after. So the first thing you'll see is the call-out fee. A good, transparent rate in Sydney is going to be right around $460 plus GST. But here's the important part. That's not just for showing up at your door. That price covers all the travel to get to you, anywhere in the Sydney metro area. And it includes the entire first hour of work. Now, what if the job takes a bit longer than an hour? Well, the pricing stays just as simple. It's a straight $120 plus GST for every extra hour they're on the job. No complicated math, just a clear, straightforward rate. And just think about the value packed into that initial fee. It means you're not just paying for travel. You're getting a certified, highly skilled expert who arrives at your property fully equipped and ready to solve your problem on the spot. No hidden travel fees, no surprises. It's all about getting the job started right with total peace of mind. Okay, so now that we've got the base rates down, let's talk about the other things that can nudge the final price up or down. Because while those numbers are a great starting point, a few key variables can definitely affect your final quote. Really, it comes down to three main things. First, the type of metal we're dealing with. Second, just how complex the job is and how long it's going to take. And third, if it's an emergency or needs to be done after hours. Let's dig into the metal type, because this one's a biggie. For most jobs, structural stuff, general repairs, you're looking at mild steel. It's the standard, and it's usually covered by that normal hourly rate we talked about. But when you get into materials like aluminum or stainless steel, that's a whole different ballgame. They take a lot more skill, specialized gear, and different materials, so you can expect a higher hourly rate to match that complexity. And you might hear higher rate and get a little nervous, but here's why it's actually a good thing. That extra cost is tied directly to the quality of the final product. Getting materials like aluminum right demands incredible precision. So you're not just paying more, you're investing in the expertise needed to get a durable, beautiful, high-quality finish that's built to last. You know, that actually leads us to a really crucial point here. The price you pay isn't just for the physical act of welding. It's for the assurance, the safety, and the incredible quality that you only get when you hire a true professional. It's about buying peace of mind. And hey, don't just take our word for it. Listen to what a customer, Alfie Swallow, wrote in a review. He said they were able to complete the job with an amazing level of precision, offering insights and improvements to the design along the way. Now, that is the kind of value you get from real-world experience. Someone who doesn't just fix the problem, but makes it even better. And that professionalism he's talking about, it's all backed by serious credentials. We're talking about fully insured and certified welders who are qualified to Australian Standard 1554.1. They've got the proper public liability and workers' comp insurance and can provide all the critical safety paperwork, like Safe Work Method Statements or SWMS, that are essential for any commercial or construction site. Okay, so with all that said, how do these rates actually play out for different types of jobs? Let's look at some typical industry costs to kind of put everything in context and help you get a ballpark idea for your own project. If you look at industry averages, standard structural welding usually falls somewhere between $80 and $120 an hour. Custom fabrication work can have a wider range, maybe up to $150 an hour. And then more specialized jobs, like pipe welding, are often in that $100 to $150 range. Just remember, these are guides. Your specific job will really determine that final quote. Look, all this information is fantastic for understanding how the costs work. But the absolute best way, the only way to know for sure what your project will cost, is to just reach out and get a specific quote. And the great news is, that whole process is incredibly simple. It's really just 4 easy steps. First, you just call or shoot over an email with your project details. Second, and this is a huge help, if you can send some photos or drawings of what you need, that makes getting an accurate price so much easier. Third, you'll get back a clear, no-obligation quote. And finally, you just schedule the work for a time that's perfect for you. See? It's that easy. So after hearing all that, are you ready to get that clear, accurate, no surprises quote for your welding project in Sydney? To take that simple next step, here are all the details for Eddy's Mobile Welding. They live and breathe this kind of transparent, honest pricing. You can send an email, give them a call, or check out the website. Get the clarity you deserve, and let's get your project done right.